Hello there, welcome back to my views and news. Another video for you about the conflict in the Amhara region where Fano fighters stormed big cities in the last few days, but now Ethiopian military is trying to push them out of big cities. We are seeing that Fano fighters are retreating from some cities, but in some other cities they are still entrenched. Though they are withdrawing from the cities, but they are still there around cities in the outskirts, and ENDF has not been able to restore normalcy in the Amhara region. Now it seems that Fano fighters are using heavy weapons. From one front, we received information a few minutes ago that their Fano fighters are using heavy weapons. Which types of heavy weapons have been captured by Fano fighters? Which types of heavy weapons are they using? Do they have the required expertise to handle heavy weapons? Very important question. Secondly, new videos of ENDF prisoners of war are being published by pro-Fano news sources. New videos. ENDF soldiers have been taken prisoner on several fronts. It's difficult to tell how many have been taken prisoner because several Fano factions are operating independently, separately. There is no effective coordination between Fano fighters, though there is a command post established led by Colonel Fantahun leading all the Fano factions. Still, effective coordination is missing. Firstly, let's start from the new story about Fano's use of heavy weapons. Fano fighters are mostly armed with AK-47 Kalashnikovs. They don't have any tanks, artillery pieces, drones, MLRS, etc. So they know only how to handle small arms. They know how to throw grenades too, because when around 3 months ago Fano fighters started organizing themselves, they armed themselves, they had only AK-47. Then they started using hand grenades. We saw several attacks by Fano fighters on police stations, on Prosperity Party offices, government buildings, police officers' residences, etc. And after that, Fano fighters captured some anti-aircraft guns, Zu-23-2. Several have been captured by Fano fighters in Gurjum reportedly. They did not have these anti-aircraft guns which can target low-flying objects. Low-flying drones, low-flying helicopters, low-flying planes can be hit through Zu-23-2 anti-aircraft guns. They have captured mortars too, which they are using. But we never heard, we never received reports in the last 3 months about Fano using tanks or artillery pieces. Today, for the first time, we received a report from a front in the Amhara region where Fano fighters are using artillery pieces. Obviously towed artillery, not mechanized, towed artillery pieces. Reportedly on Gondar front, Fano fighters are using artillery pieces. Where did they capture artillery pieces from? From Ethiopian National Defense Force, obviously. They captured an ENDF camp in Azizo, if you remember. In Gondar, there was fighting between Fano fighters and Ethiopian military a few days ago. Fano fighters surrounded a camp of Ethiopian military. The Ethiopian military retreated. Fano fighters took into the camp, a Zizo camp. So either they seized this artillery from a Zizo camp or from some other place. But on Gondar front, reportedly, they have deployed artillery, they are using it. Gondar still volatile, though Ethiopian National Defence Force entered Gondar city yesterday. And ENDF was hoping that it would clear the entire city within a few hours. It did not happen. Fano fighters still there in the outskirts mostly, in some pockets in the city too. Gondar still volatile, though ENDF is in the center of Gondar city. And Fano fighters have deployed artillery pieces in different locations on Gondar front. Do Fano fighters have required skill to operate artillery pieces? Yes, they can operate artillery pieces. Fano is a combination of militia members, Amhara Special Force members, Ethiopian National Defence Force members. So it is not difficult to find a few from this group of fighters who can operate artillery pieces, even tanks too. That is why they know how to operate these towed artillery pieces. Are they using tanks too? We could not confirm. Though some activists today claim that Fano captured some tanks on Gondar front today. Maybe they captured those tanks too from Azizo, but we don't know. I have been able to confirm their use of artillery pieces only. It means that now their resistance is taking another shape, rising to another level, not armed with AK-47, though their strength is their mobility. Fano's main strength is its mobility. They can swiftly move into a city, they can leave the city, they can return to their hideouts, they can come back. So their strength is this mobility. For mobility, you need to have only small arms. Towed artillery pieces can be used, but they can only be used if Fano fighters want to hold on to some places. So there they can deploy artillery pieces. On Gondar front, still they are there in the outskirts from the city, largely expelled, but in the outskirts they are there, fighting ongoing. So they are not retreating altogether from Gondar front. They are there, pushed, returning. That is what is happening on Gondar front. If they manage to capture more heavy weapons, what will be their next strategy? Will they try to hold on to their gains, or will they continue their strategy of guerrilla warfare? That we'll see, but I think they want to maintain their capabilities as a guerrilla force. That is how they have been able to enter big cities. So far, what we have been able to confirm is that Fano fighters are using towed artillery pieces on Gondar front. Secondly, a story about Amhara Media Corporation, which confirmed the disruption in its service which happened a few hours ago. Amhara Media Corporation is Amhara state media based in Bahirda, regional capital. Fano fighters managed to reach there. Reportedly, radio station of AMC is still not operational. Its TV station also was suspended. Its services were suspended due to fighting in the vicinity of AMC. But according to AMC, the disruption was due to technical failure, and it says that engineers are working to fix the issue. but it wasn't due to technical failure, it was due to fighting in Bahirdar. Thirdly, viewers, new videos of ENDF prisoners of war are emerging, being shared by pro-Fano news outlets. Several ENDF members can be seen taken prisoner by Fano fighters. How many have been taken prisoner, we don't know, because as I said earlier, Fano fighters, Fano factions are operating differently, not in touch in some cases because mobile networks have been shut down. Like in Gondal, there is no mobile network. They're not interconnected. They are sharing videos, pictures separately. So it's difficult for us to get an estimate of how many ENDF soldiers been captured in entire Amhara region. But ENDF soldiers are being taken prisoner. What about Fano fighters? Why aren't they being captured? Are they being captured and killed, or they have not been captured at all by Ethiopian National Defense? No statement from Ethiopian National Defense was confirming the capture of any of Fano fighters. It's very surprising for me. ENDF has not shown a single Fano fighter so far taken prisoner by ENDF. What does it mean? Is ENDF just killing them, or Fano fighters are surviving? They were not killed, they were not captured. Difficult to say, but we'll have to wait. Let's see. ENDF should brief the people, by the way. What is ENDF doing? A statement from Colonel Gatnath, ENDF spokesperson, from Jula, from other top, from about Tadase. No one has given a briefing so far to media about the operation. How many losses suffered by Fano? How many losses suffered by ENDF? Which areas under Fano, which are under ENDF control? No details shared by the government. Fano fighters, news outlets backed by them are spreading propaganda to, and some pro-government activists are spreading propaganda too, like they claim today that Zamina Kasi fled battlefield today. It was being claimed by a pro-government activist with tens of thousands of followers. So both sides are launching propaganda through their supporters, through their activists, but no official statement, especially from Ethiopian government side, ENDF side, not the government. ENDF is totally silent, while their soldiers are being taken prisoner in the Amhara region by a Fano fighter. What is the clip from the Amhara region showing ENDF members taken prisoner by Fano fighters? Thank you for watching.
ዋና ፋኖ ይችላል ፋኖ ይችላል ይችላል ፋኖ ጋር ትልማለ ፋኖ በል ነው እንግዲህ ቢቀለዳ ምን ማለት ነገሩ ማለት ለዚህ ነው ተቀመጡ ተው አብዬ ዝም በል አንተ ተው አረፍ እንደት ነው ተው ዝም ብላ ደፍቶ እኮ ነው እዚህ ያመጣ ተው አትውዳ ዝም ብሎ እንደሳተና